EA Sports.
A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Kevin Pierre-Louis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33.
And Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
And he'll just get rid of it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Tannehill now to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there, because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down, because guess what? That drive continues.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now Tannehill. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This is Marlon Mack, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Love. And that is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On play action. Love to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Hooked by Tavarius Moore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown. John Ross, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Love escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun. Love. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
if you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Texans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. The Titans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now it's Tannehill. Buying time to his left.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Lindsey. And they're able to to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 20, the 40, 20,
oh, yeah, that's how
10.
we do it.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd and 8. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 39. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues.
And it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff, Lindsey running left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Tannehill throwing again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the 1st interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A second down throw for Love. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
They'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tannehill eluding the pressure right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
That's returnable now for Smith.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Hey, how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off play action, Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Love, they go play action now. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And the Texans force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here comes Cohen. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Flushed out right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Coleman will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Texans 42, Titans 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Tannehill. Screen pass to Lindsey.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Runs over it. Able to push his way through. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Tannehill on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And now here is another interception. Isaac Yedem picks it.
And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been, and my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 15 now, Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Going deep here for Watkins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.